Hey everybody, welcome back to HawksDIY. Well, I got a little project to do today. I don't know if I'll get it all done today, but at least get started anyway. But I got a new graph mount that I got from Tackle Warehouse. Just come in today, and I got me a Tackle Warehouse sticker. Here's the riser right here. It's a Bass Fishing Electronics mount. And then here's the plate. And I don't have it unboxed yet, but there's a plate that mounts on here. This will allow me to have two graphs mounted up front up here. So this here mount I will be doing away with. This part of it I'm keeping, you know, that's my bracket for the Hummingbird Solix, so I'll be keeping that. But this Panther mount will be going away, and this will be the replacement. This will allow me to mount my Hummingbird, and I plan on putting a Garmin, so forward facing sonar. So I'll have two graphs up front. So let's get going. This is going to be cool. Alright, I got all the stuff out of the box. Got it placed up here on the bow of the boat. And so just to show you real quick, this is going to be the riser. You know, just like, you know, this one was serving. This is a riser. They call them risers. So this is going to replace the Panther. And then you've got this plate that sits up here on top. Well, let me hold this with my foot. Sorry. But anyway, the plate will sit on top of the riser. And then it's all pre-drilled holes. So, you know, however, you can place it over here, you can place it over here, whichever side you want it to favor. And then you bolt this down, see, and then, you know, you put your brackets on, one here and one up here, and then you can mount two graphs. So it's a really good design, and I'm looking forward to getting this installed. See, you just take this bracket off here. This came with my Hummingbird, this bracket here. So that would be bolted right here now. And then when I get my Garmin, I'll bolt it up here. So that's the plan. Let's get started on installing this. I gotta get that all pulled out, and then I'll have to drill new holes and get this riser mounted first. Oh yeah, I failed to mention, guys, all the hardware is included. So Bass Fishing Electronics gives you all the hardware needed for this mount. And also this mount is designed for larger graphs. You know, you're talking 12s on up to 16-inch graphs. That's what this mount is designed for. So I just thought I'd mention that. So you get all the hardware you need, and which is nice. I mean, you got everything you need there to get this going. So anyway, I just wanted to share that before we get going here. All right, well, I've got the riser pulled off. The old Panther riser. I got it pulled off. But I wanted to show you guys real fast the difference in the thickness. So here you can see real close That's the Panther, right? Well, now check out the Bass Fishing Electronics. See how much thicker that is? So I'm not sure if that's 3/16, 1/4 inch aluminum or what, but you could tell it's a lot more heavy duty. So I got that taken care of, and then I also wanted to show you, I went ahead and mounted the Hummingbird bracket onto the Bass Fishing Electronics plate that mounts on the riser. So that's all ready to go. And like I said, when I get my Garmin, I'll mount that bracket over there. So that's where we're at. Now I gotta figure out the placement of the new riser and new mount, and we'll get that figured out. As soon as we do that, then we'll go ahead and get some pre-drilled holes and get this thing mounted to the deck. Alright, I think I got it figured out where I want to place the riser. And it turned out great actually, because one of the holes, as you can see, I'll be able to use. One of the old holes, I should say. So that's pretty cool. And these are the screws that come with the riser. This is what mounts the riser to the deck. So here's how I figured out how to place it. Basically on each side I'm at about 1 7/8 inches. You know, I'm using the trolling motor tray as the you know, in relation to the trolling motor tray, I'm squaring it up to the tray. So I set this level down here, and then to check it this way, now we're at about 11 1/8, I think. About 11 inches, 11 1/8. So that's where she's going to go. So let me get this thing bolted down, and then we can move forward. So now that I've got placement figured out, it's time to drill holes. Now what I did was I went and found a drill bit that you know, is close to this diameter. I'm not even sure what size this is. Let's see if it says 13/64. So that's the size. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a Sharpie. I need a hole drilled only that deep, right? Can you see that? So what we're going to do is I'm going to make a mark about right there, so that way when I get to drill in this hole, I'll know how far I've drilled down and that I've drilled far enough. So let's get that mark all the way around it like so that I'll be able to see it. And then we'll be ready to drill this first hole. Now, make sure that when you drill, make sure and check for any wiring underneath your deck so you don't get into any wires. So let's go ahead and drill this first one. And I marked the hole with a magic marker. So, all right, so here we go. I'm going to move this for just a second to finish this up. All right, so that's the first hole, and I'm gonna go ahead and get a shop vac and clean that up. I'll be right back. Okay, I got this cleaned up with a shop vac, and I went ahead and drove this screw in just about a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch maybe. And now I'm going to go ahead and mark the next hole on this side and get it drilled. And then I'll mark the top hole on this side and get it drilled as well. And then I'll only have to do the middle ones. But this is important. Do not use a drill to drive the screws into the fiberglass, because this is fiberglass underneath here. Use a wrench and just slowly crank them in. And that's gonna serve you way better than using a drill. So let's get these other holes marked and get them drilled. Here's my marker. Man, I tell you what, I picked a good day to do this. Perfect day. Weather's great out here, man. All right, so I'm gonna leave these 2 screws in, that way it won't get out of alignment. So let's do this one. I have to keep track of my mark there. Clean that one up now. So where's the shop vac? Okay, I got that one cleaned up. Got that screw started on this side. So now I'm gonna come over here on this side and do the same thing. And once I get all 4 corners, then we'll be good to go. So I'm pretty excited, getting close. All right, cool, man. Let me vacuum that one up. Oh, doobie doobie doo, doobie doobie doo. Okay, got that cleaned up. Now we're going to drive this one in slowly, and that way it'll be in position. And then we're going to do these middle ones. One thing I like about this graph mount is they thought about that. You know, they thought about, well, if you're holding 2 big 16-inch graphs or 2 12s or whatever, you need a base that can handle that weight. And I love that they put 3 holes on each side so that it gets securely fastened. So I really like that they did that. It's really smart. So there you have it. That side's ready. So now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drive these down and get them done. Then it'll be mounted, and then we'll drill these other 2 holes. All right, fellers and fellettes, I got those 4 bolts are tight now. So the riser is securely fastened to the deck. and it worked out perfect. So that size drill bit is right on the money. Really gets a good grip on the screw. And so let me drill these other 2 holes and get the other 2 screws fastened down. We'll have the riser out of the way, and then we'll get to talking about placement up here on the top. All right, well, I got the riser installed, so it turned out great. Looks nice, really clean install. I went ahead and put that plate back on. The only reason I took that off was to get underneath to make sure I wasn't going to hit any wires. But yeah, I got all 6 of the bolts, screws, whatever you want to call them. They're in there installed. So now it's just a matter of putting the plate on top and figuring out how I want to place it. And something else I wanted to show you is on the hardware. They gave, on the hardware, let me see if I can open this up real fast, and then I'll show you on this plate how this works. So let me dump some of these out and show you. So, well, shoot. These got Allen wrenches. I don't know if you can see that. But I'm going to use these instead of using my old ones, because, you know, if somebody tries to steal your graph by taking off your bracket, they're going to have a harder time doing it with an Allen wrench than just a regular wrench. So anyway, I'm going to swap these out on this bracket eventually. I don't know if I'll get to it today, but I just wanted to show you guys that. That's very smart. So far I'm really happy with this Fast Fishing Electronics dual mount is what it is. So anyway, let's start looking at placement and see what we can do here. Well, there you have it. I've got the plate installed now, and like I said, I'm going to replace these bolts and go to the Allen's screws instead. And you know, these you know, they're Allen, and then you got washers. I went ahead and put them on the top and the bottom, and then of course those are nylon stainless steel lock nuts. So the thing is solid. It's really solid. I'm really happy with it. I'm going to go ahead and run in the house and grab my Hummingbird Solix, and we're going to hook it up, and then that way we can get all the wiring run, and then see, you know, just make sure I got enough room on the foot pedal and all of that, and just see how everything worked out. So let's do that next. All right, well, I got the graph mounted on there. That's what she's going to look like. Hopefully I can get my Garmin in the next few weeks, and we can get the other graph mounted up there and get going. But I love it. It's actually a little higher, but I actually like where it's located. And I actually have a lot more room, plenty of room actually, you know, for my foot. So I think we're good there. So it turned out good. It's really sturdy. Like I said, I'm going to mount the Garmin here, and I think I'm going to have plenty of clearance from the trolling motor, so we should be good to go. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. Like I said, I'm going to replace these bolts. I'm going to do that probably tonight before I quit. But that's how you mount a dual graph mount in the front of a bass boat. And like I said, this is for 12 to 16 inch graphs, and for the heavier graphs. And I'll let you know. So far, I'm loving it. I like these bolts. Are heavy duty. You know, it fastens really good to the deck. I really love that. I don't foresee ever having any issues with this thing. So yeah, bass fishing electronics, pretty good stuff, man. All right, well, that's gonna do it for this project. Hope you enjoyed it. I learned a little bit, so that's pretty cool. And I hope you did as well. So if you liked the video, please like, subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. Just click that bell, notification bell too. That way you'll know when new videos come out. And I guess until next project, go do something, have some fun. We'll see you.